Hey, you know what? Before we install the door, let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at the bottom weather stripping on the door, okay? Because I'm going to have to do that eventually anyways. Had I not had to take this door down to tweak it like that, I wouldn't be at this stage yet. But let's just take a quick look at it. I'm going to move the door over a little bit so we can look and see how this weather stripping is mounted to the bottom of this door. Let's see, like I said, most doors, this bottom piece is on a shoe with screws, surface mounted screws. I'm looking at this, good grief. I've seen some of these where they have surface mounted screws into here. Let's see, remember this was the part that was rubbing. See how it's folded these down? And this one's missing. That's why I thought these were ripped off too, because it's been flattened down. Here's the piece that I was showing you before that had ripped. And see, that's all attached to this one thin little piece that's nailed on there. Good Lord. I don't know if I want to take that off. The ones I've seen at the store are flat like this, and then they have a screw where you screw it in. You know, flathead screws that you put in there. I don't know if I can get it this thin. See, they just nailed it with some little brads years ago. See, and then they put glue on it. See, here's the little brads up here, and then they just put some glue on it because there's no other brads. Isn't that weird? Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that. I may end up going to the store looking to see what they have, knowing that I can see what they have existing, because I've seen them where they fit in a little groove and you kind of beat it down into there, or surface mounted screws and they just screw it, because there's no way to make any adjustment to this. With the door shoes you can raise or lower it, surface mount the screws and be done with it. I'm not going to do that with this door. I mean, that's the other thing that you could do if you wanted to rip this off and put it on there, but then you've got to have enough room for the shoe and everything else, and chances are you won't, because with those usually you have a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch gap between the bottom of the door and the top of your threshold. Okay, we know we don't have that, and they didn't need that. So what would you have to do? You'd have to cut the bottom of this door off, which then requires you to cut the metal off, the wood behind the metal cutting blade and all that kind of stuff, and then you would have to put the door shoe on there, pre-drill your holes through the metal. That's a big old song and dance that way. I don't think I want to get into all that. I might just fix it the best I can with what I was going to do, and then look over here and probably recalc this and recalc that. And because the door is going to be pushed over further, it's probably going to be fine, you know. So I'm glad I'm taking a look at that. Okay, so now we're going to get ready to install this door again. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos, and hopefully you learned something. You spent a little time with VideoJoe. You saw what it takes: patience and determination to get something done, a never give up attitude. And if that's you, that's what my videos will show you: how an average Joe is going to fix things around the house to save money. And you're learning it from an average Joe. What could be better than that? Because you can see all the trials and tribulations I go through in order to get something fixed. You'll be able to see how I Joe Guyver certain things in the future. If you choose to continue to watch my videos, you'll learn all that stuff. You'll learn how to save money. Keep that money in your pocket. Why pay somebody else when you can do it yourself? Alrighty then.